Is it like full pre-mades, or are we rolling 4 traits?
It's full pre-mades. It's going to be more about your brain than your stats. So sorry about that. We could be in trouble. Who knows? You can be Blood Angel, right?
I could be a Renaissance Italy space vampire. Yeah.
Great. We're right up your street.
We do all the talking like this.
This is how I normally talk.
Did you know that people from the planet of Baal Secundus, they all speak?
I don't know if you're taking the piss out of the Blood Angels or Francesca.
Both.
We live at the planet of Mad Max.
The information I'm going to give you before we start, control myself, is nothing. There's a major reason, major plot point, which is why I'm not going to give you any information.
Because it's
which
tradition.
I can't tell you either.
It's tradition to start an RPG with a character with amnesia. It's very traditional.
It's traditional to start with no characters, no maps, and no indication of what you're doing.
Just be myself then.
Just be yourself.
It's a problem for you.
Oh, we'll see. We will see. But the GM is ready when the players are ready.
As will ever be.
We were born ready.
Yeah! I like the Blood Angel close to the camera, like, yeah, and in the background, come on, dice! I may have had too much sugar today.
But it seems fun.
Please let me have had too much sugar. Okay. We shall begin. Shall I cover the webcam in Flesh Tearers red to make it, more authentic? Just do what I do. Just spray it with Imperial primer and then leave it for 3 years. Take it out of the box, go, and then put it back. The world of Talric has been rediscovered by the Imperium. I say rediscovered. It was cut off after something happened that is way beyond your pay grade as a 11-year-old and 9-year-old respectively. Jack and his sister Tala. You live on a farm with your mother. It is a very humble cottage with a few fields of turnips and carrots. There's one field with a cow who a couple of times a year will produce milk. It's a very simple life. It's been grim since your father died. You say he died. He shacked up with a barmaid, but he's dead to you. The world is very strange to you. Electricity is like magic to you, and yet these Imperials are now turned up with their great flying metal buckets. They seem to have electricity out of the wazoo. Some of them are even metal and red-robed and seem to have electricity in their eyes, and it's so freaky. You've seen many wondrous things, and among these many wondrous things are the Imperial Guard, who are fascinating. They carry weapons which are ridiculously blunt-looking. You assume they take these things off the shoulders and hold the thin end and bludgeon people with the thick wooden end. Who knows? They have great helmets with little two-headed eagle on. So somewhere in the Imperium there must be two-headed eagles, which are very important somehow to the Imperium. And it's a very exciting time, very wondrous. You wonder what's going to become of your farm and how you're going to export your field of carrots to the Imperium. How Daisy the cow will serve a million worlds with her milk. Only the Imperials can tell you this. Today is what's referred to on the farm as an odd day.
An odd day is when there's no work to do, because last night there was some rainfall, and so the crops don't need watering today. Therefore, today is an odd day. I would like to start the campaign by saying you wake up to start of a new campaign and the sun is shining and it's beautiful and warm, and today you can go on an adventure. The truth is, it's a grey day, there's drizzle, it's cold, it's a little bit windy. Still the seagulls are off in the distance attacking the fishing boats as they get their first catches of the day. It's going to be an indoors day, and your mother has a request of you. You're to take 2 bronze pieces, and you are to go to market. While at market, you are to get 1 bag of sugar, 1 bag of salt, and 1 pouch of gelatin. Once this task is complete, you may keep the change. Fortune. And then you're going to have a day baking.
What are we baking?
You're going to bake a cake for the new commandant, which is a great idea as far as you two are concerned, because the commandant might make a good husband for your mother. Just think of the connections he would have in the Imperial turnip industry.
Who's a commandant?
Like the Imperial Overseer?
Yeah, he's the guy who's in charge of all the Imperial Guard there.
Oh.
You've seen him go around. He's got this very flash-looking uniform, and he's got a very flat haircut. But everyone salutes him as they go past. So this guy's got to be important as far as you're concerned. And he came in a starship, so you know. She makes sure you're both dressed in your fineries, brown and more brown. Passes you your brown cloaks. Gives you your brown beanie hats. And sends you out into the wide world. The farm is some 100 yards from the nearby cliff face, which looks out over the sea, which is today a little bit tumultuous. The ground squidges beneath your feet, and water passes through your flimsy brown shoes and soaks into your brown socks. In the distance, towards the northwest, you can hear the sounds of the metal men with their red robes building things, and you can hear the sound of market. Wherever those noises are coming from, it's far more interesting than where you are right now.
Okay, sister.
How much extra money we are gonna have? Like how much change? How much is flour in
From
this
2
meal?
bronze pieces, you might have a few pebbles.
We'll make a necklace.
Well, I wanted to buy sweeties because Ma is gonna give the cake to that guy.
Maybe he will give us sweeties.
Maybe. I say we go to the market.
Let's go to the market.
Okay.
Is there a stall?
We'll skip along.
This
Yep.
is so different from the relationship with my brother, but usually there's a lot more fighting. Okay, is there a stall to buy? Is there like different stalls to buy cake ingredients?
Well, as you're heading up the high street, it's called the high street because it's the highest part of this hill, which has buildings on either side. You are approaching the market stall where you know you can get the salt and the sugar from, which is it's operated by a very finely dressed vendor who actually mixes in white with his brown. What a freak! As you're approaching it, a group of boys comes from a side street. There are 6 of them. These are older boys. These are maybe mid-teens. The biggest one, who is always the most stupid, he shouts to you, "Farm kids! We going!"
What did he say? Farm kids or pumpkins?
Farm kids.
Farm kids. I guess both actually works.
Yes, both work. Except you're more brown than orange.
Does Jack know this kid?
Yeah, he's a knob.
Do we know his name?
Yeah, his name is Jellin.
Jellin.
The A Jellin.
Jellyn.
Jellin.
We're gonna call him Jelly because I can't pronounce it.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll say, mind your own business, Jellin.
This is so rude. Like, hi,
Don't like
Jellin.
bullies.
This isn't got anything yet.
I'll hit him with a rock.
He's a brave 11-year-old.
He had to be the man of the house after his father ran away with the barmaid.
He didn't say anything. He just said, "Where are you going?" So we're just saying, "Oh, we're going out. What about you? Where are you?"
All right, I'll rephrase it. Give you money, or I'm going to bloody you and spend some time with your sister.
Who does he think this guy is?
We
can tell him to fuck off.
Wait. Swears like a farmer. There's no sailors on this planet.
11-year-olds know these things full well.
What's the nearest heavy object? Heavy for an 11-year-old.
Well, Jellin's got a stick in his hand, which is probably the nearest heavy object. A nearby market stall is selling red bricks. They're not brown. Go figure.
Red bricks, but not brown.
Not brown. There are some stones on the ground. But they're not particularly big or heavy ones, since all the good ones have been taken for currency.
But so we are in front of responsible adults here.
There are lots of responsible adults here. This is a marketplace.
But he said we have to give him his money, or he's gonna beat us. Well, are the adults gonna help us?
Of course not. The brick store.
Yeah.
I'll ignore Jellin, and I'll say, Jellin, the man over at the brick store has my money. 1 minute, and I'll go to the brick store man.
I'm going with you because I'm not staying with the rapist here.
That's a good idea. The brick store is very interesting. He has 32 bricks, all identical. 6 of them are priced differently to the others.
Are they?
Do they look identical?
They look identical.
Well, I'm 11, so I can say I'm.
You're 9.
I'm 9, so I can just ask, "Hey, Mr. Man, why are these more expensive?"
Because they're better. Now piss off.
Good sir, I wish to demonstrate how superior the rest of the market.
You're going to build a wall?
Even better, my good sir. I'll take a pair of bricks.
Fedora.
There was a farmer who's got
Fedora.
to say good sir to all the other people. He had good manners. I'll take a pair of bricks.
No, he's gonna charge us for them, and then we.
No, I'm going to improve. I'm going to prove. I'm going to prove the superiority of his bricks.
They're a bronze each.
They're a bronze each. After you see what I intend to do, good sir, you will be able to sell these bricks for an even higher price. I'm doing you a favor. I swear on my mum and the cow.
He waits patiently.
Okay.
A good quality for a trader.
I'll take the brick. Yeah, both. I'll take a pair of bricks.
Right.
I'll give a brick. Well, I'll give the brick. One brick to Tala, and I'll walk back to Jellin.
Okay.
Why don't we just leave him?
Jellin, how good is your these are words that I've heard, Mum trying to understand and failing. That's why the farm is failing. How is your fiscal understanding?
I'll have you know, I understand being physical very well. And I'm going to get physical with you.
No, Jellin, look. This is fiscally better than the other bricks. And I'll like put it like so he can get close to see it. Look here. Look at what the markings on it.
He's not impressed by your big words. Say hello. Say hello. Hello.
No, doesn't want to.
No, he doesn't like being handled. He likes to be close to people, but doesn't like to be handled. Jellin turns, and he and his friends group up in a huddle and begin speaking, very hushed.
What are you talking about, losers?
Jellin turns back round to face you, and he has lost a stick. In his hand, he said he has a musket.
What does it look like?
It looks like a wooden piece of crap, but the barrel looks real.
Does it have? We're farmers. We're farmers, kids. We know what guns look like.
Yeah.
You got to scare away the wolves.
That's right. This looks like a gun.
The crows.
This is a small hunting musket.
Does it have its match correctly attached?
It does. The Jellin is also a farm boy.
But how, like, what are you gonna do? Shoot it us in the middle of the market?
Well, it wasn't, but now you mention it, that's an even better idea.
You know that if you do that, the priest, he's not gonna let you in the church anymore, and
You'll go to hell.
and your mom, she's gonna give you a beating.
You reckon? I think we should try that out.
Is he looking at her?
He's looking at Jack.
Sorry, he's looking.
He's looking at Jack.
Looking at me.
Yeah, he doesn't like you, obviously.
But he's a local boy too.
He is a local boy.
Well, you grew up in the school where they were. Did you?
Behind you, you hear a man shouting about stolen bricks.
I told you that was.
I'll be like, I'll whisper.
No, I have a better idea. We give him 3. And then we say that he stole them.
Jellin, you wanted money, right? We don't have any money, but this brick is worth 5 bronze pieces.
You know I can't sell bricks. He sells bricks.
But he gave this to us as a gift.
They're ours.
Because of our mother gave him some free milk, and he gave this to us as a gift. That's why I was collecting it. That's why I was here. Here, take it.
Give me a D100.
Huh?
Give me a D100.
A D100. 19.
Wait, I can also convince him. Can I also roll?
Yeah, go on then.
From that, I have to roll.
You have to roll. You have to click it.
For
You're on the wrong monitor. Move to the right. There we go.
Okay, sorry.
45 is not quite going to cut it. He cocks the rifle.
Well, then I've thrown brick. Like,
He's looking at me, right?
yeah, but there's no, like...
You're going to throw the brick?
Yeah, his face.
Okay. Give me another D100. Let's see how this goes.
He's making me do it. There you go, 22.
The brick sails through the air, smacking Jellin straight in the forehead and knocking him out cold. He lies on his back in the street,
Is he bleeding?
Is bleeding, with his 5 friends looking down at him like, what the hell just happened?
I'll go and get the musket.
I also get the brick.
Get the
Because
brick
you have to
back.
give them back to the man.
So is the brick damaged in any way?
The brick is absolutely fine.
Thought so.
One of the other boys stamps his foot down on the side of the musket, and the other 4 of them charge you.
Charges?
Yeah, and they're pulling out their skinning knives and such like that they carry with them.
The knives, what kind of kids are these?
I say, rough town.
Do we have knives?
No, you have brown beanie hats and wet socks.
Why do they have switchblade knives?
Okay, if they're charging me, have I got like 2 coming at
Can't
me?
they just run?
You'll have 3 coming at you and 1 coming at Tala. It's not that they think it's going to take more to take you down. It's just that Tala's the one that's shown she's got the balls. So less of them are inclined to attack her.
Wait, one is coming at... One is going to Tala, and the other 3 are going to...
Yeah, because I'm the one who killed the guy. Am I going to...
I'll take... Who has the coins? Both of us have 1 coin each, or I have both?
Jack has both because he's entrusted as the oldest.
Yeah.
I'll take the coin out and say, "Ching ching, boys," and throw it as high as I can in the air straight up.
No, that's for the cake.
Doesn't matter.
The boys all stop, look up in the air, follow in the direction of the coin.
Okay, now we leg it.
Okay. Each of you give me a D100.
We're legging it.
Mommy's gonna be so angry.
Stop complaining, start running. We was leggings it.
Yes, the pair of you are now fleeing through the marketplace.
Do we pass the guns and or knives shop?
No, such dangerous things aren't sold open in the marketplace. They used to be until the Imperium turned up.
Is there any...
Is there a church?
There used to be a church. A church? There used to be a church, but the Imperium demolished it about a week ago.
Are they building a new one 20 times the size?
Yes, and not worshipping the turnip god.
Who sits on the golden root? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's face it. It's going to be it'll be a big transition. It's a lot to take in, but apparently the turnip god isn't real. So that left a lot of people very red-faced.
What other stalls are? What other things are being sold as we're running through the market?
There's various shades of brown cloth, vegetables, meats, building materials. Building materials really are the market's dropping through the floor at the moment because of the
I'm sure
metal
that
people.
I'm sure either me or
Jack.
We're gonna have marbles in our pocket.
Marbles.
Every kid has one.
Round pebbles.
Well, such things are considered precious, very precious.
Precious glass.
Yes, very precious glass. You're not actually being chased. The boys didn't follow you into the crowd of adults.
So we can't see them anymore.
So you can't see them. All you can really see is a sea of brown and the occasional green Imperial uniform.
Well, we can run a little bit more.
How good are our pickpocketing skills?